I'm going to do a demonstration. I was trying to remember the name. It's like Chappelle something. She wanted to know how to get through the stretch lace when she gets to that part for venting with her needle. Now, I make wigs just for myself, so I don't use stretch lace in my wigs. I just do a straight lace. But since you have to put in darts with the straight lace, and they can be kind of thick, I'll try to demonstrate venting through stretch by venting through my darts. Alright, so now I use a German needle, as you can see, and my monitor is way over on the other side, so I don't use an Asian needle. I use this type of needle. But I mean, basically, if it was stretch that I was working with, I would say it would be about this thick. Well, up here near where the seam is. What you would want to do is you would just want to get your needle down in there as much as you can, and then, you know, you grab some hairs and you pull them through. And I have a very small needle on here, and then you would just go ahead and do your knot. Now, generally it would be maybe a 3 to 4 hair needle, because the bigger the needle, the easier it is going to be to get down in there, and that doesn't matter whether it's German or Asian. And basically what I would do is pretend this is the stretch right here, and then this seam is where the stretch meets the lace. As I'm venting, my most strategic knots are going to be anywhere where I would want reinforcement. So like on these seams and everything here, I would want reinforcement. So I would grab, generally speaking, like I said, when you're going through this much thickness, you want at least a 3 to 4 needle. But I have a 1 to 2 needle on here, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. But I can give you an understanding of what the concept is. Now, okay, you'd go through and you'd grab your 4 to 5 hairs, and then you'd go on, and later I'm going to take these out because these are inconsistent with what I'm doing here. Okay, and then you'd go ahead and you make your knots. And since I hypothetically grab 5 hairs, I'm going to be skipping about that many holes, because if I'm grabbing 5 hairs, I don't want or 3 to 4 hairs, I try to skip at least 3 to 4 holes, on the basis of, with this particular unit, I'm venting in every hole, every other hole, depends, you know, but basically I'm venting the hairs very close together. So if I had put 4 or 5 hairs there, I would skip about 3 or 4, you know, 3 or 4 holes to grab 3 or 4 hairs. And this is all around in this thickness area here. It won't show, you know, so you won't have to worry about that. And so basically, yeah, I would, you know, place my knots strategically on parts where I needed reinforcement. But other than that, once I've got my reinforcement area done, you know, I would just vent it. You know, it's no particular pattern. When I vent, I'm not thinking mathematically. I'm not thinking about density, and I'm not thinking about spacing and how many hairs per hole. I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm more artistic. So what I'm thinking about is how it looks and how it feels. And I know a certain look and a certain feel that I want. So as I'm venting and I'm putting my holes in, if it starts to look a little bit too dense, then I know I have to readjust it and just go along. But I usually catch it before it gets too severe where it'll be noticeable. So So that's basically how you would get through stretch. You just vent through your stretch. So if you're with a larger needle, and that's pretty much how you do it. So when I get to these darts, as I'm venting my units, I gotta pull these hairs out. As I'm doing my venting, see, I just do it, and then when I get over towards where the darts are, I just go in a little bit deeper. And I'm going to use this smaller needle throughout my whole unit. I'm not concerned about bigger needles and this and that at this particular point, because again, this is my unit and I'm doing it so that it will last forever possible. So I'm just going through my thickness here with this 1 to 2 hair needle, and I'm looking, as you see on this needle right now, I've grabbed about 3 to 4 hairs, and I know you can't see that, but I can see it. So therefore I'll be skipping a few holes around there. I won't be going back in real tight right there. I'll just, skip about 2 to 3 holes on the other side of it. So that's pretty much my demo. But don't freak out over the stretch. Just vent it like you would do your lace. It's just that you have to readjust the amount of hairs and maybe readjust your needle. Okay. So that's it. And I wasn't looking at the, well, if it's on there, it's on there. Okay, so that's going to end the demonstration. I hope that helps. Email me if you have any more questions.